I got a wedding invitation today. No big deal, right? Except, the bride is my ex-Abina. And the groom? A name I've never heard before, Kojo Naimkai. But that name, it felt like an old drumbeat in my bones. Familiar in a way that made my chest feel tight. We broke up 2 years ago. No fight, no goodbye. Just silence. She walked out of my life like a ghost. And me. I let her go. Told myself I was done. But deep down, I was just afraid to follow her into whatever world she lived in. She wasn't like other women. They said she was spirit-touched. She could feel when the rain was coming, even before the sky changed. She'd wake from dreams crying or laughing, and when she told you what she saw, it always came true. People feared her. Others worshipped her. I just loved her. Or I thought I did, until I couldn't understand her anymore. One day, she looked at me with eyes too old for her face and said, "You're not ready to remember." I didn't know what she meant. I still don't know how I didn't ask her to stay. I let her walk out, barefoot, into the night. And now, this wedding invite. To her hometown, deep in the Volta Hills. A place where the trees whisper and the air is thick with stories. I almost didn't go. But the name, Kojo Naimkai, wouldn't let me sleep. When the wind dances, even dry leaves remember how to move. That's what my grandfather used to say. So I packed a bag and went. Her village was like a memory I'd never had. The houses were round and low, with thick thatched roofs. Smoke curled from clay stoves. Drums played somewhere distant, steady like a heartbeat. People watched me. Not with suspicion, but with something deeper. Recognition. An old woman selling cola nuts stopped me. Her eyes cloudy with age. She smiled and said, "You've come home again." Again. I walked past her, faster than I meant to. At the ceremony ground, I stayed at the back. I didn't want to be seen. But she saw me. Abina. She wore white. Not the Western kind. A long wrap of woven cloth, hand-dyed. Cowries in her hair. Anklets that made soft music when she walked. And her face. She looked like the moon. Bright, distant, and calm. She didn't look surprised to see me. She smiled. Not with her mouth, with her eyes. Like she'd been waiting. The crowd sang. The priestess came forward. She was old, bones thin like broomsticks, but she moved like water. She raised a calabash and called the names of the ancestors. Then Kojo walked in. The groom? And I swear, I felt the ground shift. He looked like me. Not exactly. But enough to freeze the breath in my chest. Same height. Same eyes. Same scar near the chin. I got mine when I fell from a mango tree at 10. How could he have it? The priestess poured libation. She started to speak, but then she stopped. Her head turned slowly, eyes locking on mine. She walked toward me. The music stopped. Even the wind seemed to hold its breath. She raised the staff and said, "This one carries the echo." People murmured. A baby started crying. Abina stepped forward. He should hear the truth. And so, they told the story. Long ago, before the land had names, there was a hunter named Kojo. Brave, fast, proud. He loved a woman with moonlight in her blood. Her name was Abina. But Kojo went to war. He promised he would return. But pride led him deep into forbidden forest, chasing a beast no man had seen and lived. He died there. But not fully. His spirit wandered. Not ready to leave her. Not ready to let go. So the ancestors gave him one chance. To return. To live again in a new body. A new name. To find her. To remember. But here's the twist. The man he returned as was me. And I failed. Because when she found me, I didn't believe. When she tried to open the door to the past, I closed it. And so his soul, my soul, was split again. Lost between bodies. that's when he was born. The second vessel. Kojo Naemkai. The groom. The one who remembered everything. I stood there, shaking. Not from fear. From knowing. I remembered the beast. I remembered the war. And I remembered her. The real her. The one who waited through lifetimes. I wanted to cry. To run. To scream. But all I could do was laugh, soft and sad. I walked away from the crowd. Into the forest. Deeper than I'd ever gone. And there, in a clearing lit by fireflies, I saw the beast. Old. Massive. Made of shadows and horn and eyes that never blinked. It bowed its head. It had waited too. I stepped forward. My fear dropped behind me like a coat. I am ready, I said. And for a moment, just a moment, I felt the old soul slide out of me, like smoke leaving a gourd. I dropped to my knees. Not in pain. In peace. I don't know how long I stayed there. When I returned, the wedding was over. But Abina was waiting. She touched my face and whispered, "Now you can rest." She wasn't mine anymore. And that was okay. Because the man who had truly loved her, through lifetimes, was with her now. And me. I was finally free. Free to live, not as a shadow, but as myself. So, when people ask me why I smile at storms, or why I sometimes talk to trees, I tell them this. When your spirit remembers where it's been, even silence feels like music. And some stories, no matter how long ago they started, always find their ending. Or their beginning. Again.